Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Peace and blessings, fam. Peace and blessings. It's your kinfolk DMR, man. Welcome to another installment of Back to the Lab Live, where we celebrate classic hip hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in the cashmere sweater. You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing out there? I hope y'all had a good weekend. My weekend was very well, very well. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. You know, it's on some sports shit, but you know, this ain't no sports show, but we are gonna show a little love to our favorite NFL teams, you know what I'm saying? But man, I have the pleasure of having two distinguished gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Some dope cats, man, that I met, you know, along this journey, man. You know how everybody's been, you know, collaborating and following and you know, seeing what everybody's doing and what everybody got going on, man. And in the midst of all that, I met these two brothers. I met one of the brothers through my homie Triborough, and then I met the other brother through the brother that I met through Triborough, man. So you know, the domino effect. That's how this shit go. But yeah, we finna get into it. Man. I got some topics and shit that we gonna talk about, but I want to bring my bros up first. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I would like for y'all to give a big Back to the Lab welcome, man. You know, welcome them like Lab Tech should welcome them, man. You know, my bros, DM.The.Most and King Barre, man, from the ADHD Podcast, man. Let's bring my bros on. You know what I'm talking about? What's good, fam?
What's good, man?
Man, how y'all doing, brothers?
All right. Chilling, bro. Appreciate you having us on the pod, man.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure. You know, y'all had me on y'all show, and you know, we vibe anyway. So I'm like, you know, it's about that time, man. And I love what y'all doing over there at ADHD, man. I love what y'all doing, fam. Y'all bringing people up on the screen, letting them, you know, share their thoughts and everything about some of the stuff y'all talk about. Like, it's dope, man, and the way y'all engage and the way y'all keep everybody involved in what y'all got going, man. So flowers to y'all, man. What's good?
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man. So you know, I want y'all to introduce yourself, man, to the fam, to the lab techs, and even to y'all people that's tapping in, you know what I'm saying?
Well, my name's I'm DM.The.Most. I'm one part of the ADHD podcast. You know, I hail from Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? Everybody out there, what up, though?
What up, though?
Now I'm in Texas, so I'm implanted Texas. I've been here Texan. I've been here for like over a decade and a half now, man.
Oh yeah, you officially a Texan now, man.
For sure. I got some cowboy boots back there somewhere, I think.
Now you got the square toes or the pointed toes? Which one you?
I thought the pointy toes is for the cartel, man.
Nah, that's them long motherfuckers. Look like iguana tail. That's them motherfuckers right there.
Yeah, I got the square joint.
Already, man. I love that shit.
Name,
King Barre, talk to him.
And I'm King Barre. I'm not as mellow as that brother up top, DM.The.Most. I'm probably a little bit more mellow than he is. But nah, man, King Barre. I live in Texas, originally from the best city in the world,
Houston.
Let's try that again.
Detroit.
Originally from the best city in the world.
Oh, so nice they had to name it twice. I hear you. Talk your shit.
New York. You already know.
Talk your shit. Yes, sir.
But yeah, I've been here, like he said, a decade and a half.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, we here.
Damn. I've been here too long. But anyway, yeah, you know, part of the ADHD podcast, 1/4 of the PKCD family, 1/3 of the 3FX family. You know, just here, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for having us, though.
Hey, like I said, man, it's my pleasure having it. Hey, and I'm glad that y'all found the time and y'all had the time to rock with me on a Monday. I know y'all usually doing y'all thing on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap in to the ADHD podcast. I think y'all on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I mean, I even tried to get on Twitch. You know, so I was trying to get that.
Yeah.
Thing. I get it. I can't. Too many bells and whistles, man.
Exactly. Yeah, Friday nights, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in and check out my boys, man. We gonna get to know them a little bit better today, and as well as talk some topics that we got going on, man. So I think we ought to just kind of like get straight into the topics real quick, man, and we'll bounce back and get a little bit more in depth about y'all personally or whatever. But y'all know how we do here, man. On Back to the Lab, this is all about celebrating, milestone anniversaries, celebrating birthdays, like any reason that we need to celebrate somebody. That's what we do here at Back to the Lab. So y'all know during the week, I post reels, photos, or whatever it may be, man, that would pay homage to some of these legendary groups, some of these artists, these DJs and stuff like that. But here on Mondays, I like to talk about the milestone anniversaries. And that's like your 10, 15, 20, 25, so forth and so on. So, what I'm saying? So I got a couple of them lined up for later. You know what I'm saying? We gon' get to them. But, I got a couple of topics that I want to, just talk about real quick, man. And, just kind of pick y'all brain a little bit, man. So
let's get it.
First and foremost, man, this is kind of like we gonna be giving flowers and we gonna be celebrating my man Coolio, man. Rest in peace, man. Coolio, yeah, Coolio. This on this day, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say 1999. This same year that we talking about the albums later on. 1999, man. He had him a #1 hit in the UK. You know what I'm saying, for Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we definitely want to give Coolio
here too.
Yeah, he went #1 here for sure. He went #1 here for sure.
Okay. It's the anniversary.
But yeah, in the UK, yeah, it's the anniversary for it going #1 in UK, man. So definitely want to give Coolio. When was the first time y'all heard of Coolio though, man? Was it with WC in the Mad Circle, or was it when he was solo?
Solo for me. It was definitely solo. It was definitely probably Gangsta's Paradise.
Nah.
Let's keep it real. I'm a little.
I know.
So yeah, Gangsta's Paradise was probably there was something else he had.
Fantastic Voyage.
Yeah.
Come along,
that came out before Gangsta's Paradise. Then
that's right.
Yeah,
Fantastic Voyage. And then I figured out after I was looking for more of his music. I found out about Dub C and all of them. You know what I mean? They all rhyme together.
That's right. Yeah, he was part of the Mad Circle. He was one of the he kind of played the sideline a little bit when it came to the WC and the Mad Circle thing, because of course Dub C was like the main the main attraction of the group. I mean, and when you got three beards hanging down in the plaits, you know what I'm saying? You saying, look at me, man, check me out, fam. I'm a different type of nigga. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I want to give Coolio his flowers, man. Another one of these MCs, man, that we lost at early, man. He wasn't a young guy, man, but he still had a lot of life to live. You know what I'm saying? We could have had a lot more from Coolio, man. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace to Coolio. We all about celebrating over here, man. Living or dead. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace to Coolio, man. But yeah, bro. So DM.The.Most, you from originally Detroit.
Detroit, baby. Detroit.
And what made you make the move to the H, man? How did that happen? I mean, no, not the H, to Texas.
Well, man, I was in the military, bro. I did 21 years in the military. So I retired out of there.
Man, thank you for your service, my man.
You were worth it. Man. So I retired up out of there and found a job here, man. It was like, get out. When you get out, bro, you be trying to find a spot. Like, you trying to find, you don't want to be pulling up stakes too far. So I found a job here. I always liked it. I love Texas, for real. Detroit, the winters be killing me, man. I need some,
Yeah, they say you gotta be a different type of animal to deal with that Midwest winter.
Man, that shit ain't no punk. But no, man. So I did that. Me and Barry linked up about 2015. 2015. We had linked
Real.
up to our sisters. We had mutual sisters, soul sisters. People we call our sisters. And from there, we just been constantly, constantly getting them 10,000 hours in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Getting them 10,000 hours in, just practicing on top of practice
Mm-hmm.
with the music because
Mm-hmm.
I do produce music. King Barre's, he's an artist, lyricist. You know
King
what I
with
mean?
the bars, man. It
Bruh.
is
And
what.
he's a dope producer, and he's a dope videographer. Man, go ahead, just talk
Yeah,
about
Check
yeah.
it
Let's
out.
talk. Let's talk, man.
Videos, yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. Let's,
Yeah,
what question?
run that. Yeah, run that, man. Let's hear a little bit more about your background, man. So you said NYC,
Yes, sir. Brooklyn,
Brooklyn. What part of Brooklyn?
Brownsville.
Brownsville, man. Never ran, never will.
We ran. I love
Talk that shit, man. Come on, man.
it.
I'm tapped
Yeah,
in. I'm tapped
Brownsville,
in.
man. Brownsville never ran, never will. Tilden Peas, them old Queens, Lawton, Springfield, Jamaica. People know it as Jamaica. Jamaica, Queens. Then from Queens, went on over to Texas. Came on out here. But since New York, I've always been, music's always been number one.
Mm-hmm.
Rapping. I got into producing probably like 15. But rapping has always been number one. I dabbled in production at 15. Moved out here,
Nice.
put a lot of stuff to the side. Then I started going to school for it. But they couldn't teach me the stuff I already knew.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't last long. Trying to think. I want to give you quick, but in chronological order. That happened. I
that's
ended up
just
meeting,
like this
yeah.
is him, King Barre. Just go ahead,
I'm
man.
trying to do quick in chronological order. I met DM. DM wanted to do some music. I told him everything that I know, and we
Mm-hmm.
was good. We started working. I ended up moving away. Came back. By the time I came back, this man had found his sound. He knew what he wanted to do with the music. He knew how to produce the music, and it was just lovely. So it allowed me to take a back seat to doing the production and just rap over
Mm-hmm.
some DM beats. And now I'm doing
Hey,
video.
that is, man. Hey, it sounds like a dynamic duo, man. What's all these other cliques I heard y'all repping, man, and shouting out you 1/3 of this and 1/4 of that.
Sound like it.
What y'all did? What's
Man,
popping off? What,
I'm 119 for the Justice League.
yeah, like come on, like tell me a little bit more about all of that, man. What's all that?
All right. So I'll go with 3FX. So 3FX is our multimedia group, right?
Mm-hmm.
We trying to focus on music. It's a one-stop shop, right, King? It's like you can come in, you can get your joint produced, you can get it mastered, you can get it engineered. Then you turn around and shoot the video with my brother over there
That is.
because he got the whole video set up. And he gonna be putting something out soon, real soon. Uh,
Okay.
Bruh, I'm telling you, bro. Then you come through, we get you squared away and push, and try to help you push for your dreams.
Already.
And then you got PKCD. Go
And
ahead.
what's that? What that stand for? PKCD.
So that's Problem, King, Cleo, and DM.
Okay. Got it. I thought it was an acronym for some gangster shit,
Nah.
because all these YSLs and OTF
Yeah.
and all.
RTPs and
Yeah, YNG. I thought y'all shit was pushing keys and pushing
Nah,
keys
it stands
down.
for if you got a problem with King, CDM.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I
Yeah,
like that.
that's what it is.
He had to put it in a sentence. I like that shit right there. Yo, and then shout out to you just said my man name. Shout out to Cleo got fired.
yeah.
Shout out to Cleo got fired, man. I be seeing them. Popping up on my, the algorithm only do what it want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't personally go to everybody page. I just kind of like rely on the algorithm to put your shit up there, man. So I see his shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I see his shit. Tell him keep working. But yeah, hey, I like the sound that y'all got together, man. I heard some shit, and that's kind of like one of the things that Back to the Lab is all about. I'm really all about, the studio sessions. That's what I really love the most. The samples, the instruments, the equipment. I love talking about that shit right there. So, but before we get into that, let me ask y'all something that I should have asked y'all when we first started. I said this was gonna be, one of my main questions that I always ask everybody. If y'all were able to go back to the lab, hence, back to the lab. If y'all were able to go back to the lab, man, and witness the making of any album from the production, the writing, to everything, you can just be a fly on the wall and watch this masterpiece get made. What album would that be? King Barre.
So it's either I'm only give you two. I know you said one, but I'm gonna give you two.
Yeah, give me two.
They both by the same artist. It's either Off the Wall or Thriller.
MJ.
It's either Off the Wall or Thriller. Those are two beautiful albums, and I would that's my answer. MJ.
That would be magical right there.
Yeah,
magical. What about you, DM?
Man, I was thinking, I was just running through my head who production wise, because I'm about producers.
Yeah, you're a production junkie. We see that equipment back there.
So he liked that Roy Jones Jr. album, so I think that would be the one.
Y'all must have forgot. Come on, man.
Bruh, for real, man. He put them bars together, dude. Like that was like chef's kiss.
Oh, that'll be another conversation. Rappers / boxers that'll really beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? And Roy Jones and Willie D, we got to put them in there, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to put them in that list.
But it's the other rappers, it's the other cats.
I'm sure some more. Freddie Fox,
Freddie Fox, there you go.
It's some niggas that'll put them hands on your ass, man. I even heard Mace from De La Soul put them hands on your ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead though, DM.
But the PE, Public Enemy, man.
Which one? It Takes a Nation?
Yeah.
Dope answer. I like that.
Come on, man. Like, before I even heard of No Skips, I used to play that. I wouldn't even stop it until I would go through the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Brothers and sisters, I don't know what this world is coming to. And yes, the rhythm, the rebel. Yeah, that's that shit.
The Bomb Squad doing that shit, bro.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I don't want to be a fly. I want to actually have a spot on the edge of the couch in the back of the studio where everybody just be sitting, sitting.
Yeah.
I want to be right there. I want to see the whole thing, how they did that, though.
Yes, sir. Hey, and shout out to Professor Griff, too, man. I had the pleasure of meeting Professor Griff out there in Queens, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Griff, Long Island in the building.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So yeah, let's skip to another topic, man. Since we on that East Coast, man, talking a little tri-state, a little tri-state business. The once disbanded hip hop trio Naughty by Nature, man, finally came back together, man. You know what I'm saying? Recently, and they probably been together a while here now, but they was on stage this weekend, man, in Jersey, at a show that was hosted by Miss Jones, man. Y'all remember Miss Jones?
Yeah, Miss Jones.
It's so lovely, sipping on bubbly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, man, big shout out to Naughty by Nature, man. I know to like some of us, man, that grew up in the 90s, it's them crews, man. You know how Chris Rock on Boomerang when he was like, man, first the Fat Boys break up, now this. When Naughty broke up, man, bro, that shit kind of like, it hit a lot of us hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is some shit that we love to see as hip hop heads, man. So shout out to Naughty, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all big Naughty fans?
Yeah, man.
Here we go. Now holla on the video. Yeah.
Yeah, they're my G's.
You know what's dope about them is they had the hardcore image. But if you listen to their music, like, I'm not gonna say completely like they were soft, but it was more positivity than negativity.
That's right. That's right.
It came across as more negative. Yeah,
Right. It came across as gangster, like I
dude,
killed your moms. But
the one song that made this movie, other than of course Tupac was in it, was the naughty song.
Yeah, the Uptown Anthem.
Bruh, every time I hear that, all Juice goes and I see the movie Juice.
Yeah. And that was one of the main songs they performed. I think that was the joint that they performed at the show, man. Hey, you can smoke a spliff with a clip, and it still don't matter high enough. Enough to touch the naughty, nappy, nasty nigga, the nasty, trashy hoe, happy pappy.
That boy.
Happy to be nappy. Yeah, I fuck with that Jersey shit, man. Man. I ain't gonna lie, I love y'all tri-state niggas, man. I love my Midwest niggas too, man. But yeah, that East Coast a motherfucker. I see why y'all so arrogant out there, man.
Because they walk around. Everybody looks like they walking around in an Olympic park with all these Olympians that because everybody rhymes like it's bred in them.
Yeah, man. And also while we talking Jersey, man, I got to shout out my bro Ray Lansky. Ray Lansky, got the you gotta respect the legends of hip hop legacy. Where he's the first 3 installments he's talking about New Jersey's influence on hip hop. So. Y'all go check that out, man. Tap in with my boy Ray Lansky. And also my bro Razorblade in the building. Brooklyn stand up, you know what I'm saying? Say, I'm going to tell you this, man. You East Coast niggas ain't finna outnumber us today on this live stream, man. What they trying to do to us, DM. I don't see nobody else from the Midwest up in here with us right now.
I don't see nobody on I don't.
Yeah, we got to come on, we got to even the score, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so this is what we do here, man. It's all about celebrating. It's all about just bringing up different people and mentioning different people. It's almost kind of like what y'all do at ADHD. Because, hip hop conversations, they very seldom stay on topic. You can always jump from limb to limb, in a hip hop conversation, but it's all still connected one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's what we do, man. So, speaking of politics, man, let's talk. Well, not speaking of politics. Speaking of hip hop, let's talk about hip hop's influence on politics, man, and how here lately, the nominees have been bringing in these rappers, man. It's been getting hella crazy, man, hella crazy. And I am not asking y'all who y'all voting for, but I'm just saying, like, one of your mans, DM from Detroit.
Oh, you talking M?
No, I'm talking about Trick.
No, I thought I saw M was on there too.
Trick came out and spoke at Trump's.
Yeah, he spoke at Trump joint. I don't know how I feel about that.
He spoke at Trump joint, man. And then M turned around and spoke at Kamala joint.
Right.
And and then they was here the other day. They brought Beyonce out down here in the H, so it's crazy, man. Like, is that a tactic at getting in the ghetto, like getting votes out of the ghetto, man? Like, well, not just the ghetto, but the black community. Let's say the black community, But most upstanding people are already voting, but it's a certain percentage in certain places that be like, man, fuck them polls,
Right.
And we know where that's at, But they trying to get them extra votes, man. What they doing out there?
They trying to scrape together all the votes that they can, like all of them, man. It's like back in the day they used to throw circuses, and then whoever was running for whatever would be at the circuit. They'd be at the circus and like, don't forget to cast your vote for Bobby Williams or whatever, right?
Yeah,
it was the same thing. You know what I mean? That's what they do. That's what it's in the playbook. Politicians always did that. They made you out with some candy, a cookout, just to get that vote. And so they doing the same thing in this, but they're using celebrities. You know what I mean?
Bro, I haven't seen a rapper that I really admire stand up and speak for nobody besides Nas and Jeezy back in the day when they had My President is Black.
My President's Black.
Now that not to say that I needed that to help me vote for Obama, but them two saying that hit different than some rappers that I really don't admire that much. You know what I'm saying? So it really doesn't influence me as much. But if it was one of my livest MCs that I fuck with, I don't know, man. It might actually, I don't know. It might actually influence me. It might actually convince me, man. What about y'all? Like if a Big Daddy Kane or somebody came out endorsing, and we ain't gonna name no name, but if a Big Daddy Kane or somebody came out, somebody that y'all respect, you know, a Royce the 5'9" coming out endorsing somebody, you know, would that sway you at all?
Nah.
It wouldn't.
No. The thing is, I could see where it would sway somebody. Like, think about it. These are your heroes, and so if you felt one way, if you lean one way, and then you see your boys, you know, go the opposite way, you're gonna start. Maybe you're gonna start to think like, well, what's the reason behind it? You know what I mean? And maybe you want to get a chance. Maybe that gives you a chance to learn both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? I don't know, but for me, nah, it don't sway me, man. You know, I've been doing this voting thing for a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
I tell you, you true to it. You ain't new to it, huh, man?
I do it in my review.
I can dig it. What about you, Barre? What's your thoughts on it, man?
So, I can't nobody like sway me, period, to rock the vote. You know, so if my favorite artist was like, yo, you know, freaking Cornel West is the best.
Cornel West.
You know, come vote. I would just be like, all right, bro, like, you know, I think this chick over here is doing pretty well for herself. That's just my thoughts. But at the end of the day, I appreciate the fact that they are reaching out to hip hop artists because it puts hip hop on an even bigger scale. Okay. It shows they could have been reaching out to the Kid Rocks and the Avril Lavignes and the Taylor Swifts and all of this. I don't know if they have, but they could have. But at the same time, that shows the impact that hip hop rap has had on the world, not just United States, on the world. Period.
Right,
you know,
right.
We every baby, so I appreciate it. Let's go.
Real talk, man.
I've got to do my own claps, you know.
Yeah, you know, my man's. I thought DM had the sound effects over there ready, but hey, some next episode we'll get it.
You know what? I cut everything off to get on here. You know,
I heard that. Yeah, man, it's just one of them things I always think about because if it's other people that think like we do, to where, you know, a high profile celebrity or whatever really may not sway me, then I wonder why do they do it anyway? Because I mean, it's got to be other people out there that think like, you know, you Barre and you DM, to where I don't care who y'all bring out there, they're not gonna sway me. So I wonder why do they do it? I mean, why do they waste their time? Or is it that they do it for the easily convinced people that's out there, the easily influenced?
Like, yeah, that's why they do it. So for every 10, you may pull 3 or 4.
Okay. I can dig that.
So they gonna continuously do it because there's always something on the hook.
If y'all was running for office, man, and y'all wanted to bring out a high profile somebody that can come out there and vouch for you, who you got on your mind, man? Who would you want to come out?
Fire, Janet Jackman, Vanessa.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Bruh.
Hey, now that would convince some people. That would convince some people right there.
Janet Jackman?
Yeah.
I'm bringing the whole West Coast Productions with me.
Oh, like, hey, wow.
No, yeah, bruh.
Listen, Cherokee the ass say vote for King Barre. I'm voting for King Barre. You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all wildin'.
No. What they say sex sells? That's it. Sex sells, bro.
No, sex does sell. I talked about that on the pod last week. Trust me, it sells.
How far do we? I mean, go ahead with yours, and then I'll ask you another question. But who'd you bring out, DM?
I don't know, bro. Like my man said, all the legends. You don't want to say an athlete.
Why not an athlete?
Because they'll assume that the athlete's already swayed towards a certain side anyway.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
seriously, I ain't saying most athletes, but when an athlete comes out, look at Herschel Walker.
Oh yeah. Now that was a little embarrassing
I'm
though.
just saying, look at Forrest, what's his name, Buckner, the kicker for Kansas City. Look at his
I,
views.
wow.
So
Wow.
they don't have to come out. They're gonna say it anyway. They're gonna open their mouth and say something crazy anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah. But
but no, man, maybe living and dead.
yeah.
I'll bring Tupac out.
Bring Tupac. Oh man, yeah. He'll have him in an uproar. They'll be.
You gonna say living and dead?
You know, some people think he's still alive.
I heard he was in Cuba.
Why? Why it got to be Cuba?
I don't know. No, because his aunt, she fled to Cuba.
Oh, Asada Shakur. That's right. That's right.
He got Cuba. He got Cuban ties in the family did. That's a shame. The whole family almost gone, man.
Yeah, yeah, for real, man. Royal, and that's like a royal hip hop family right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Just matter of fact, not just hip hop, but just with all kind of like civil rights and as well as like, you know, positive movements and shit. Like, you know, that's a royal family right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we should all strive to have our last name mean something. You know, if somebody was to be like, you know, I'm such and such, and they say a first and last name, you wouldn't happen to be related to such and such. Yeah, that was my great uncle.
Exactly.
You can have anything you want, type shit. You know, like
I get it all the time because of my last name, so I understand. Yeah.
What's your last name, man? Washington.
Close. Start with a W, you know. But people don't like my aunt a lot. Like a lot of people don't like my aunt, so I don't really say it too tough.
Because
I'll be right back.
Tell about Oprah.
Oh, okay. I heard that. Hey, I like Oprah though, man.
I appreciate it. I'm back. Yeah, that's my auntie.
Oh yeah, Winfrey, huh?
There you go.
Okay. Look, Razor Blade said Walker. No, I ain't Walker. Yeah, Winfrey, man.
Walker.
I like that. I'll be introducing myself like Winfrey, Ray Winfrey. You know how that's how the exclusive people, they say their last name, then they say their first and last name. You know, I don't know why they do that.
You right.
Yeah.
You right.
They do that all the time, man. Bond. James Bond. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna start doing that. Watch. Now I'm gonna start doing that everywhere I go. I'm go pick up my daughter from daycare. I'm like, Winfrey.
Tell him, watch how many doors open.
Winfrey.
They gonna be looking at you like.
Okay. Yeah, show some ID. Yeah, man. All right, fam. So let's do this, man. Let's go back to 1999.
Whoa. Who would you have? You ain't tell us.
Oh, who would I? Oh, man. But I would have Scarface come out.
Of course, I could have.
Yeah, I'd have Scarface. Hey, I'll even have Beyonce come out for me too, man. H-Town representing.
But she down here.
Yeah, H-Town representing, man. You know, I could just see her. Yeah, vote for Damien. Yeah. You know, he's the best option. He's the best option. I want you all to get out of here and go run to the polls now. Vote for. I can hear it. I can already hear it, man. I can already hear it. Damien, all up and down the board. Vote Damien. Yeah, man, for real.
She be writing your name in lipstick on
man. For real. Yo, and speaking of which, let me ask y'all this. Have y'all worked on y'all signature yet? Y'all autograph signature yet?
Yeah.
You got a signature?
Yeah, man.
No shit.
Yeah, man, I got a signature.
Man, hey, come on, bro.
Let me one little segue on this. You say signature. What I do is I help military people separate and get their benefits, right? So we have a lot of Africans that come through.
Uh-huh.
You know that they almost have a crest. Like the father teaches it to the son.
Yeah.
They all write their name. It's like almost like a symbol. But not in certain areas, certain countries, they do that. Because I've had people from I want to say Nigeria. Well, one of them, but every time they write, and I'm like, what is that? And it's like, that's my signature. And I'm like, well, that's like a little.
I thought the crest was only for the Scottish and the.
I'm just saying,
it makes like a spear with blood dripping.
No,
Hey, that's racist.
family name though. But I'm saying that's only your family will have that name. Only your family can sign their name like that.
Okay,
They
okay.
pass
Hand
it
with
on.
straw hanging
Everybody
out.
have the same signature.
with a tack coming out of that joker, man, with some cobra poison on the end of it, man, tearing y'all up in them bushes. Yeah, man. But yeah, the music that we gonna talk about today, man, come from 1999, man. You know, back when we thought that that when the clock strike, all right, we thought when the clock strike, 12 o'clock,
Everything was
man, all the computers was gonna shut down.
yeah.
Money was gonna get stuck in the bank. We wasn't gonna be able to do nothing. Lights was gonna go off. All kind of crazy shit,
Yeah.
man.
Title.
In 1999.
I mean, man, everybody said they was gonna die. Did you know they had a whole cult, right? That
Yeah.
Killed themselves.
Yeah. I remember that, man.
1999.
I remember that. Hey, but at the same time, Juvenile said that Cash Money Records was taking over for the 99 and the 2000. And that's one of the albums that we want to talk about. We want to talk about the Cash Money album, man, first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna get to it, but when Bar Ray come back, he can just hop right on back on topic, man. But yeah, man, first album, man, 1999. Want to talk about that Wayne, man. This was Lil Wayne's debut album on Cash Money, man. Look at how young the boy looked, man. Ain't that shit so crazy? He had the blue rag. Look, he had the blue rag, but they so-called Bloods or whatever now, but look, he had the blue rag on back in the day, bro. Ain't that shit crazy?
Yeah, but he got you're right on. But the album cover, you know what I'm saying? That's that famous album cover. That's one of them famous ones. But with the
Pen and Pixel.
Yeah, there you go, Pen and Pixel.
Pen and Pixel, man. With the font has diamonds and shit all up in it, bro.
Exactly. Like, man, how the hell they doing this shit? Everybody be going on Word trying to find.
Man, Pen and Pixel was doing the artwork for everything that was coming out, man. Of Cash Money, some of Rap a Lot, and definitely Suave House.
Yeah, they was up there. They did Mr. Pookie's. What's his name? Is it K-Rock?
Yeah, Pookie and Lucci. They did all that.
They did their album covers.
Yeah, they did all of that right there, man.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Pookie.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Pookie. He was down in the studio. Hey, Dame, he was down in the studio a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
Hey, that's real. That's real, man. My kinfolk, Kev, man, he fuck with Pookie and Lucci, man. He got his roots back to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? My kinfolk. Yeah, man. So the official release date of this album, man, November 2nd, 1999. Cash Money Records. The whole thing was produced by Manny Fresh. So big shout out to Manny Fresh, man. Manny Fresh was over there killing their ass.
And he said he only did it with 4 tracks. Everything he did.
Yeah, that's right. And that's something I was wanting you to kind of elaborate on a little bit, man. So what did he mean by that, bro?
All right, so he would only run 4 tracks for the sound, probably drums, probably his chords or melodies or whatever, and then whatever the vocals. And so he would run it like that and continue to, like how he made his music when he produced it. Like today, he had all the boards and everything like that. Yeah, I think he had to cram everything in those 4 tracks, and probably had to layer them too, bar. You know what I'm saying? Having different ports when you hit it. That shit is tedious if you know what I'm saying? It can be tedious, but that's dope. And that's so when I hear this album, I don't want to jump too far.
He was doing that shit for everybody on the label.
Everybody though. I can't even imagine making them mini beats like that fast, that hard. And they was hard.
Some sick ass beats, man. Sick ass beats. My man produced this whole joint. This, like I said, this is Wayne's debut album. I mean, we was really expecting a lot out of Wayne because he kind of stood out. Besides Juvie, he kind of stood out to me in the Hot Boys. Mm-hmm. When the Hot Boys was doing their thing. Because he was the young one.
He was the little one.
Yeah, he had the little innocent voice and shit. And even though he didn't cuss a lot when he first came out,
and
he said
he was writing his rhymes.
Yeah, they said his mama wouldn't let him cuss, man. But he was spitting some hard shit, man. So we was kind of looking forward to this. And when it came out, man, like I remember being at the store, man, to cop this joint when it first came out, man. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all cop this back in the Gap?
Yeah, I had it, but you know what I had? I had the what's the song that's on here?
But the block is hot.
Well, no, the Block of House, that's my joint, but I had it written down somewhere. Uh, drop it like it's hot.
Okay, yeah. Drop it like it. Drop it like it. You better get out the way. Yeah, that joint right there.
Yeah, so it's like that was a cold one. So I would get it. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't buy it, somebody burn you a copy of it or give you a mix. And you'd be like, yeah, give me a couple of them joints right there.
Right on. Now I don't know, man. Was New York on Wayne at this point of his career, Barre? Take your sip. Oh, your mic.
I got it. So yeah, not really. Well, I wasn't. I was out there. I wasn't. It might have been some people who was, but just me and mines, we wasn't. What we was on, what made us like start paying attention was when Baller Blocking came out.
Okay, the movie.
Yeah, when Baller Blocking
right.
came out, that's when started to pay attention. Like, okay, who's the bitch now, Wardy?
Wardy.
That's how the cop said it. But yeah, other than that watching that made me go and listen. Made me get on my LimeWire and my Napsters and look up the Lil Wayne songs.
Word.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, okay, that's what he about.
Yo. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people in different regions, man, kind of, especially like East, a lot of people really didn't start fucking with him to maybe I want to say like Carter 2. You know what I'm saying? When he came out with like
that's when he started.
Like a hustler music, you know, when he did and he had the joint with Robin Thicke. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought that's when people started to get on to him a little bit.
That was Carter 3.
No, that was Carter 2. The Shooter and hustler music, yeah.
That was Carter 3. Because that's the only one I listened to.
Nah, I listened to all of them, Carter 2 and 3.
Yeah, two of my favorite joints. Look it up and just drop facts just in case, man. We want to make sure we dropping facts. You know what I'm saying?
Carter 2. Shooter was on.
Hey, Dame, but
what's up?
Down south, Young Bleed is always my favorite, dude.
Yeah, you know that was that No Limit. That was that No Limit vibe right there, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's something about that dude's album. He ain't do nothing after that. So, but go ahead.
Yeah, but that this was a dope time because he had the popularity, but he hadn't tapped into, you know, his Wayne, that lyrical monster Wayne, and that's good that Super Wayne, you know, yeah, he was doing the numbers at an early state, you know, which was hella good because a lot of people, they don't really start doing their numbers until they find themselves, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that was a good look for him, and he had a little bit of an advantage by doing numbers and, you know, moving hella units before he really even, you know, found his swag, found his pocket and everything. So that's just a big salute that I have to give to him. I mean, let's look at the charts. Number 3 on the Billboard 200, number 1 on the top R&B and hip hop album charts, certified platinum. You know, and this wasn't even the Wayne that everybody, you know, preferably knows or prefers right now. You know, in '99. So that was pretty dope to me, though, man. Pretty dope to me. What's some of y'all standout tracks on the album?
My favorite one on there, my favorite one is "Fuck the World." Like,
yeah.
I was listening to that, because you sent the 2 tracks. I was only on Wayne, and I'm at work just clicking it, going back and forth. Man, that song is dope. And then you gotta look. All of them is dope. I actually put a little dot next to a couple of them, but it's like you can literally see he wasn't off the top of the head rapping. He literally was writing his stuff, and every bar was solid. Like there was no throwaways for him to be
Yeah.
so at that time so young. You feel me? So
At a young age, I think he was putting this shit together. He was putting it together pretty dope. Pretty dope. But I think he had hella he was getting hella advice and instructions probably from BG and Juvie because
BG,
they was kind of like veterans by that time.
Turk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, shout out to Turk, man.
He did the last track on there.
And this a good look.
Second, third class.
And this a good look, man. It's kind of like we right on time because the reunion is coming up pretty soon, man. The Hot Boy reunion.
They all gonna do it this time, man.
Yeah, they say they gonna do it. I've seen advertisement. I seen some promotion. Well, Wayne named everybody.
Hey,
we shall see though.
We shall see. You got that right.
The Fugees are supposed to do a reunion tour too.
Hey, I was thinking the same thing, but Ray, because didn't Pras got a lawsuit against Lauryn Hill for fucking the bag up.
Man, bruh, y'all should have done something wrong with her, bruh. Like, you don't know how to be on time.
I'm gonna tell you something. We gonna kind of segue. Yeah, this what we do. I told you we was gonna do this. When it comes to these reunions, man, like when you got one that's kind of like the problem of the group or whatever, man. Hey, I encourage lawsuits or whatever, man. Yeah, you fucking the bread up. You fucked the bag up. If we had an agreement to go get this money, you didn't show up, so we can't do the show. Yeah, man, you gonna have to see me.
Eddie, get up. Eddie, get up.
Yeah, you gonna have to see me, man. Yeah, he laying up in the bed with how many women he had in the bed?
I had 1, 2 drinks that make me an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I sue the shit out of somebody, dog. We out there getting hundreds of thousands
exactly, bro.
Every 3 days we on the road getting and you decide to develop a habit or something, or
you want to lay up,
or you doing something stupid. You're not even a habit, just on some other shit. Always trying to. We shouldn't do it like that. We should change everything up type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I'm encouraging this reunion. I really hope they stick to it because we need it, man. We need to see it. Now we already probably ain't gonna see him on the Super Bowl. You know how that's been going. It's been a whole lot of conversation back and forth about that.
Yeah, I think that I thought Kendrick would probably pull him up. But then they made such a big thing, they blew it up. I thought he probably blew it up.
Did you hear what Shaq said?
No.
What did Shaq say?
About he thinks it would be smart of Wayne to do a concert at the same time as the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
That's how Living Color Living Color.
He said do that, do that, and yeah.
You got that right. That's how In Living Color got shut down.
Yeah, and that's how halftime shows started.
Yeah.
Do you see that? You ever see that video?
Yes, sir. Yes.
One of the Wayans was talking about it.
Yeah, man. I'm all, and you know what? I know we like to give flowers and everything, man, but I'm just speaking fact. It ain't hating when you speaking facts, right? That's what they said. So I seen some footage, man. I seen some footage of my man Wayne performing, and it just seemed like he was kind of like screaming and just kind of wild on the mic, man. And I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, like, am I pushing for him to be on the Super Bowl? And really, he should sit this one out. Like, I don't know, man. I just based on this footage that I seen of him. It looked like he just straight up drunk, and he just wilding out on the stage, man, But I would think that, for a big platform like that, a big stage like the Super Bowl, if he was I think he would pull it together. I think he would pull it together.
Come on, man, that is the bag, and you don't even get paid for that. But the money that every artist makes after that is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, though, is we banking on you to sober up, and we can't bank on you to sober up.
Yeah.
I gotta take your word for it. Your resume ain't saying that you ready for this stage. You was at one point. years ago you was ready for this. But now, since for the last 10 years, it's just been nothing but lean and lean with it, rock
Right.
with it, whatever you want to call it. It's been nothing but that, and now you put yourself in a boat to not be picked. You're no longer hand pickable. Now niggas got to do this to say, oh shit, oh we picked up Wayne, fuck it, we got it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not hand pickable with somebody gonna be like, oh, let's go with
Yeah,
this.
but still on the same, like, come on, Wayne can burn down a stage. You know what I mean? I think,
Or he could burn down the stage.
nah, one or the other. But no, I think he would kill it, dog. Like, for real, I get, because the argument goes like this, and I'll be quick. Argument goes like this. Well, when other rock groups play in other places, they don't trip out over who's playing in their city. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot the example they gave, but you know what I'm saying? Rock people don't be like, yo, this is my town, and you didn't even have me do the Super Bowl. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You didn't see that until now. Like, if again, I honestly think if nobody would have said shit, they would have amicably worked to where he could split that stage. Like, I'm being honest. But now, what does that look like? Because people made such a fuss about it. If they were gonna do something like that, now it's gonna be played as corny.
Yeah.
You know
I think
what I mean?
they kind of set the tone when they brought the Dr. Dre out in L.A. When they had, wasn't that last year or was that year before last? Time. Yeah, time.
No, because Usher was in Vegas.
Okay, yeah, time go by so fast though.
Usher was in Vegas. That was year before last.
Yeah, so I think they set the stage, they set the tone with the you perform in your city or whatever. And the past couple of times that it was in I mean, he got kind of like, I'm not saying that he was on the board for a possibility, but the people that ended up performing in the previous years, I mean, it should have been them. It should have been U2.
Roses or something.
Yeah, it should have been U2 after the 9/11 thing. Back in 12.
Right.
I mean, what was that? No, 02. It should have been U2. And then later on when Beyonce came, I mean, Beyonce was on fire. It should have been Beyonce. Now that it's back around again, I'm feeling like Barre. I feel like now that it's back around, I think you should have been even more on your game. Now that you kind of got snubbed the first two times, I think you should really be heavy on your game just in case they try to double back and say, okay, yeah, now we put them on this time. I don't think make your performances even worse now that time is coming back around. I think, yeah, sharpen it up, tighten it up. Because they about to come back to the city. Let me give them something to want on the stage, man. That's what I think you should have did.
And you hit it right. Let me give them something.
Yeah.
Let me give them something. Not them have to go look for something. Let me give it to them. Let me say, hey, I've been working for this for X amount of years. Y'all done been to my city so many times.
Yeah.
He showed up none of us love. Let me show you why I deserve this or why we deserve this. But you ain't giving him that. And I think I saw what you saw when he was on stage smoking and he was just wilding out. Like, it doesn't, that to me, if I was on the committee, first of all, we know that people are tuning in for this specifically. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that don't watch the Super Bowl itself, but they'll tune in for the halftime show.
That's right.
I have to entertain them. I have to give them a show.
Give him the best show I can. And we know he can. That's what we saying over here, Wayne. I mean, just in case this get to you, we love you over here, man. We pushing for you. We rooting for you. We know as fans, we know what you're capable of. You know what I'm saying? We know your ability that you can, you can put a mean show down. We know this. And what we saying as your fans, as your supporters is, man, give them that. Give them what we know and what you know you can give them, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Whether they ask you to come on stage or not, do something and let it be known that you'll forever be one of the dopest entertainers, one of the dopest MCs ever. Because if anything was to go down right now, the last few visuals that we have of Wayne is pretty much not what we want to see as supporters and fans. You know what I'm saying? man, get back on your shit, man, and show them what you made of, Wayne. Show them what you made of, man. This is your time. You know, we celebrating this 25 years. This is the debut, 25 years old. You know, so that just goes to show, man. Like, he stood the test of time. We still talking about him. But performance wise, you know, yeah, man, we wanna see a sharper Wayne. We want to see a better Wayne. You know what I mean? And that's respectfully, man. As respectful as we can put it.
That's really it. Like, show them why the block is hot.
That's it.
Hey, so what do you think about Jay-Z? He has input in it and everything like that. He caught backlash because of this, right?
Yeah, he also said that he actually doesn't make the final choice. He said the city does. Oh. Yeah, and if the city does, then that's kind of almost more of a slap in the face. But but whatever, man.
Yeah,
I would say it's like working any job. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You work a security job and your homie like, hey man, let me get in. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. You like, nah, it's my job. I ain't trying to lose my job because you trying to get in here.
Yep.
It's damn like.
I had homies who've been like, I say, man, yo, can you give me a job up there with you? Man, don't make my name bad. Don't make me look bad up here. That's what cats be on. And I'm like, you know what, fam? Because I know previously in my past life, I knew I was on some bullshit. When I knew I was on some bullshit, I was like, you know what, fam? Don't even worry about it then. Don't worry about it.
You die.
Yeah. Hey, you still want the application, fam? Nah, because I'm going to be up there with that bullshit.
I can't carry my pistol.
For real. Yeah, man. But shout out to Wayne, man. Happy 25th anniversary on the debut album. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, we on your side, Wayne. We pulling for you, bro.
Hey, I got a question. Maybe
go ahead.
Listen, can you put that picture back up again?
Okay.
Was Wayne and them the ones that first started the deep sag like that?
I don't know, man. I mean, it could have came from the East Coast.
Nah, I doubt it.
That's the first, if I remember, that was one of the first times I seen somebody really, really sagging like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It could have came from the Bronx or something, man.
I give you the Bronx. Don't say Brooklyn, but I give you the Bronx.
Yeah, it probably came from the West Coast. I know the West Coast, they was sagging. You know, they used to sag a lot on the West Coast. You know, like with the Dickie suits and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna say Ohio, but
Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a time we was all looking the same a little bit. We was all looking the same.
Everybody trying to tweak it to fit a little different.
Yeah. Big clothes. Y'all used to cuff y'all pants at the bottom. The big ass handed in cuffing them hoes. Cuff be about that big. You ain't never used to cuff your shit.
Hey, to the thumb.
Yeah. Cause you got to crease that bitch. Yeah.
You had to get that tape, but it always fell apart.
Nah, I don't know about the tape.
You ain't using no starch, bro. It don't fall apart.
There's a
put
tape.
That starch on.
There's a fabric tape you can put in there, stick the shit together.
Oh yeah, you was high tech with it.
Yeah,
you was high tech. We was just starching the shit out of it.
Look, I was middle class ghetto. Middle class.
Oh wow. Oh.
You was high low class. I see you.
Huh?
So
you
had
low class.
No.
So you didn't have the TV sitting on top of the TV in the living room then?
I was trying to say that I was poor, but I was the second level of poor. But yeah, no, man, we had a black and white TV, and then I don't even think I was born when the floor model had broke, because it was just always there. It was a big ass piece of wood, and it was heavy. Back then, they used to make everything out of wood, like for real wood. So the big ass TV joint. Then you had the pictures on the backdrop with JFK, Martin Luther King, and Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. The saviors. I remember that.
That's all we had. Look, that's all we had in the crib.
Cher say the sagging came from prison.
It did come from prison. That's how you knew somebody was somebody's bitch.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, get it fixed. Didn't I see that somewhere? It's like that's what they say about get it fixed. So you got to walk with your pants, your ass hanging out.
That's crazy. When I got to prison, they had elastic in them joints. Them joints stay up on your hip, baby. Them hoes, them hoes stay up on you, man. That when I got there. I guess back in the days, you was kind of like at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but let me pay some bills real quick, man. I wanna send a shout out to my sponsors, man. You know, the Lonesome Frog Records over on 1900 Blaylock Drive, Unit E. If you're looking for them old school albums, that hip hop, you go fuck with them. And Steven St. Martin, attorney at law, that's my peoples. You can reach him at 832-423-6056. I saw Steve today, man. He said, when some of your friends gonna break some laws, man, so I can help them out, man. I'm just bullshit. Steve would never say no shit like that. But yeah, I did see Steve today, man. That's my man. Shout out to Steve. And shout out to Bill and Brett over there at Lonesome Frog Records, man. You know, they got them classics. They got that hip hop, tapes, CDs, whatever, man. Incense, t-shirts, motherfucking bumper stickers, batteries for remotes, whatever, needles for your vinyl. I mean, for your stylus on your turntable, whatever you need, man. Holla at my peoples. You know what I'm saying? They got you. And then make sure y'all following Back to the Lab on all social media platforms, man. We trying to be on everything. I ain't trying to be just that's an Instagram page, or man, it's a YouTube channel. Like, we everywhere, man. YouTube, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, whatever, man. Snapchat, Facebook, MySpace.
Everything,
man. We there. You can find us, man. Back to the Lab, bro, with the number 2. Make sure y'all tapping in, man. So before we get to the last album, man, yeah, let's talk a little bit more to y'all, man. A little bit more in depth. So let's talk about this music that y'all been making together. You know, like give us a little history on some of the stuff y'all did in the past and what y'all got going on currently, man. And take y'all time, bro.
As an artist, I'm gonna let my manager handle that. I don't know what side.
All right. Anyways.
You the manager too?
I'm everything. I do 10 things. I load the car. I manage the group. I make the beats.
The tent coming off the back of the window. I need you to fix that too, bro. But yeah, go ahead.
I got 13 job, man. 13 job.
13 things. No, man. When me and King got together, so let me tell you, man. So I start off. If I know you, D, I know you probably know my story a little bit because we chopped it up before. But
yeah. Talk to the people. You good?
I started off doing sound meditation. So I was doing sound meditation as a way to help combat my PTSD. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because we had a partner named TJ that gave us this thing called a sound bath, and man, I was just after that, my old lady said my whole attitude was changing. So I was like, really trying to get up on that, trying to do that, try to do some of that. So, and then one day I was told, you can record this. So I was like, all right, so what do I need? Literally in Guitar Center, they walking me around, getting me a whole setup, right? Had my little focus right every day. Cause I was about to record my gong. Had a little skinny microphone. It was crazy. But anyway, I had it. And somebody told me, you know what you're doing with that? And like, I didn't know what I had. It was Ableton. And so I started messing with Ableton. So then one day King came over and was just like, that wouldn't be bad if you would just do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Do one or two things, tweak it, because he was already producing music. So from there, I just kept making music. Remember King? It used to be, what does Sis call it? Video game music.
Video game bubblegum music.
Yeah. It used to be popular.
Oh, so like background music for like Mario Brothers or something like that?
Shit like that. Yeah. That's, it was. I still got a couple of songs.
That's just a little brighter than that.
Oh, yeah. Okay then. All right.
Yeah. And
man. Hey, but no. So from there, I just kept messing with it, looking at video, going to YouTube University, getting pointers from King Barre, and then just basically just tweaking it on my own, trying to figure it out on my own for the most part. And I think we should really start like like thinking about laying down tracks was the first song in the studio. The Juke. That
Okay.
that song gonna forever be one of my favorites. But that's where we started. What, like 18?
Nah, it was before. It was before that.
No, 17. About 17.
It was before I moved back to New York.
Was it?
I moved back to New York in 2016, so it was before that.
Okay, and it was before
Um,
that. Yeah.
but yeah, it's to piggyback off what he was saying. When we first started, he needed a way to build music while he trained because he started doing the sound meditation, and he needed
Mhm.
music to be in the background while he transitioned from instrument to instrument that just kept that wave going because you just want to keep that
'Cause
vibe
you
going.
moving.
Yeah, so he needed something. So he came to me and said, "Hey, what I need to get." Told him what to get. He got the exact opposite of everything I told him to get, which is
Oh
perfect
man.
because he went and talked to the pros at Guitar Center and they told him
No, you need this.
$900,000 you can record in your
Uh,
home. I was telling him, $450 is all you
Oh,
need.
come on.
it wasn't even.
I'm
Bruh,
just-
my first speakers. Whatever.
Well, they
yeah,
talked you into some high tech shit, man. They trying to turn you
No,
into
I wasn't getting high tech yet.
goddamn Beats
I
by
just was.
Dre.
Hey, look, they wasn't talking me into getting it yet. But when I got that bug, bruh, King
yeah.
can tell you, I done bought keyboards, MIDI controllers, and the first thing they would ask me, the team would ask me years later when we got with Floss, he was like, "How long you gonna have this one?" He's like, "What you talking about?" Because I would get a piece of equipment, I'll mess with it, and
Yeah.
I take that shit back.
I'd be like, do you
What?
even need it? Like it works. Like your stuff that you currently have works.
Oh no,
Do
I'm
you
tight.
need to add additional pieces to it to get this same sound?
Mm-hmm.
That was my
Mm-hmm.
question. Is always trying to keep the money, keep the money. But he would get it, tinker with it. He'd probably bang out a beat or two, maybe three. And then the next time I see him, he'd be like, "Yeah, man, I got rid of that. I got rid of the
Damn.
da da da." I'm like, "All right,
Like,
it is what it
yo,
is."
baby. I
And
was
then
on
he'll
that.
Okay.
call me. He'll call me like, "Hey, man, I'm thinking about getting such and such." I'm like, "I ain't never even heard of it."
Right.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get it. All right, fine. Next thing I know, go over there. He got such and such for three weeks, and then
Damn.
I got rid of that.
Yeah.
Damn, man. You just swapping shit out, man. You
Nah,
couldn't
bro.
get comfortable with nothing.
Let him tell you, the one piece of equipment that stayed the whole time is what?
It's right there if you can see it, right
Push.
by his hand. Yeah, the push.
The
Bro,
push.
this does everything. You want a keyboard? It's a keyboard. You want a
Okay.
pad? 64 pads.
That brings me to a question then. Okay, so let's say I'm on house arrest. DM, I'm on house arrest. I can't go nowhere. But I got a book full of rhymes.
Yeah.
Come let's put an album together.
Yeah.
What are you bringing?
I'm bringing my hard drive, of course, my laptop. I'm going to bring one of my mics to make sure that we can get a good sound going. You know what I mean? And I'm going to bring. How far am I going? How far am I
To
traveling?
Houston. To
Oh,
Houston.
okay.
Yeah,
Probably
you're on the road.
complete control. I'll take my complete control. I don't know. Can you see it? Can y'all see that?
All right,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see it.
Yeah, I'll take this, my hard drive, and my laptop.
And so what's that? That's 4 pieces of equipment, 4 or 5 pieces of equipment?
Well, the mic too, and the mic is usually the most expensive.
Okay. So Barre, think back when you was producing a lot. Still from your memory, what would you bring if I said, Barre, hey, come help me put an album together, man. I can't walk 10 feet past my front door, man, but I got some shit. Come help me.
So it'd be a crate of these. It'd be a crate of these right here. These albums.
Uh-huh.
Some albums. It'd be, you can't see it right here, but this is my Kai MPK. No, MAX. I'm sorry, my Kai Max 49, and my laptop and my external. That's it.
That's it.
That's all I need.
Man, this is shit I love right here. I like that you said them albums too, man. I like that you said them albums because I would dig through the crates
That's that
all day.
Now, yeah, this the Dilla. I wouldn't even bring him to sample him. I'd bring him just to inspire me. There's no, I don't really sample.
So what about interpolation? You do that? Like, would
I
you?
could get into that. I could get into that. That's more easy.
I do that.
Okay, yeah. So that way you don't have to go through no sampling, no credits and nothing like that.
Yeah.
You just kind of like just spice it up a little bit.
Nah, man. Yo, listen. Let me tell you, D. They got programs now, man. I used to call it what I used to call it splitting, splicing, or stripping. I used to call it stripping the track.
Uh-huh.
Before all these AI things came out, where you can separate the beats from the melodies and the chords.
Yeah.
I would strip something down. I would purposely, I'll turn it into a MIDI, and then take that chord, because you can't get sued over a chord.
Oh,
right?
Okay. It's got to be like a whole pattern, like a whole rhythm or something.
Yeah.
Not just a sound.
No, I think it's the melody you can get hit with, the chords you can't.
Okay.
So you could do that, grab the beat, change, take out the kick, put a different kick on it. Now you got a whole new song.
Damn, man.
But that's just quick, like boom. But nobody wants to do that. You don't want nothing like that, man.
But let's say it's an old Ohio player's beat that I always loved, man. I always loved it. Wanted to rap to it for years and years. What would you do? What would you, if I told you the song and everything? What would you do? Would you just play it over, or would you just, like you said, go snatch something out of it and start adding to it?
Yeah, because honestly, you love the song, but there's certain keys there's certain instruments that put you back in the mind of that song.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can use it as inspiration. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know he loves when you play those high notes or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
He likes glockenspiel. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, that got definitely inside, because
glockenspiel is a keyboard sound.
okay,
right? It's a glockenspiel. It actually was
that's an instrument,
right? And ever since I saw what's his name, Redbone. What's the name?
Childish Gambino.
The producer is Wolf.
The producer deconstructed the song and put it back together right in front of our face. And I'm like, hell no. And I did glockenspiel. Every time you listen to some of my songs, the blurred line. Didn't we talk about this game? Robin Thicke. Did we talk about the Marvin Gaye thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm not a fan of them. Seriously.
That is crazy.
I'm not a fan of them.
Said the most minimal sample. Wow.
Yeah, they'll get your ass. They want money, bro. They for real. They got bounty hunters on radio stations. You feel me?
You better believe it though. Like that part of the game is where the money is made.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to them talk about the Thong Song. How because they didn't get it cleared from Living La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
He took damn near half plus some.
What's my man name? Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
He took. I don't think Cisco got money off of that. If
Damn.
It's like
because
10 points.
He used that
like 5 points.
3 seconds of him singing it himself. It's crazy.
Ooh. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. So what's your writing style like, man, Barre? I know you can get into a lot of different topics, a lot of different moods. But like what do you prefer, man, when you write, man? Like what's your style?
That's a great question. Nobody's ever asked me that. It depends on the beat.
On the beat, huh?
It really depends on the beat. If I'm writing to the beat, then it depends on the beat. 9 times out of 10, if I'm just writing, it's just there's no style to it. It's whatever the hell just comes out, and then I'll try to formulate it to a beat. But writing style, at the end of the day, I would say, whenever I'm writing something, it's like I'm trying to not knock off, but I just want anybody who listens to know that I can stand with the best of them.
Okay. So you lyrical,
right?
Heavy on the lyrics, heavy on the bars and the metaphors and bringing it. Yeah, man.
Not really the metaphors, but bars definitely, but not really the metal
Okay.
bars.
Concept
Which I
songs and shit. You like concept
yeah,
joints? Okay, okay. So have you put something out official? Something is it something on streaming or like out there somewhere that people can find?
there is one joint that's out there. Um, DM, you look like you sleep. Okay, there we go. Um, I think my joint froze and it just froze with you like that. But there's one thing I got out there. It's the sermon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I've
Is
heard
out.
that.
Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There used to be another one called Blessing.
Okay.
But
I still got that.
Now I will say, now DM, for those of y'all out there, DM got a new project out right now called Elevated Music. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Hey, listen, tell us about that track you said that's dedicated to Barre's pops.
Oh, take my hand.
Take my hand. Yes,
Take my
sir.
hand.
Yes, sir.
Shout out
Yes,
to
sir.
shout out to Devil Nichols, baby. Shout out. I got a vape, but shout out to you.
it's my vape.
Talk about that track right there, man.
So, um, and I ain't gonna go too deep into it because that's a Barry story to tell. But his pops was dealing with some issues for a while. You know what I'm saying? And he called me. He was like, "Hey, man, we don't know how much longer, whatever." I think it was like, it was like right towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew it was a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? He only had a few days, so I started thinking about because my biggest fear, I love my pops to death. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So that's one of my greatest fears. Like, man, I actually have anxiety over that. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about that. You feel me? And then this man just went through that. So he's going through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I ain't never met his pop. I ain't never seen his pops down. You know what I'm saying? He always had a smile. You know what I mean? Every time, hey
Mm-hmm.
D, it was always like, and so I was like, man, sometimes like life can get you down. So I wanted it to be a drag, the intro, the beginning to be give you a chance to be introspective about it. That this is life, and then when the violins come in, that's the turmoil that you go through. But then
Mm-hmm.
God said, "Take my hand," and the beat is actually God. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And that's how when I seen it, because I used to see sound. When I seen it, it was just like boom. That's what I wanted to be. It tells a story. It tells like no matter what you put in front of it or you replace with, it's gonna tell that
Yeah.
story that there's a calm and then there's something ominous. But then you get the sense when that song plays,
Mm-hmm.
it doom doom doom. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, that song is dope to me. And what really solidified it, that song ain't gotta sell no sales, ain't had no streams. Only thing that I love is that when I played it for King, he told me that he kept that song on repeat when he wrote his pops obituary in his eulogy.
Yeah.
And he said all
Yeah.
night long he's played that. You feel me? And I was like,
It stayed on repeat. I was sitting here on this computer just trying to figure out, just trying to figure stuff out. And
Right.
that just it was take my hand, held my hand through that process.
Yes,
man,
sir. Yes, sir.
word,
I
bro.
appreciate you, bro.
No, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, King. I was gonna be like, like how did that feel, and and what is that like? How does that make you look at your brother DM? Because they always say you could tell, when you found your tribe, when you found your people, man, when they go through your pains and everything with you. Now, not only did he go through it with you, like he made a whole track that was inspired, by the life of your pops and everything. Like how does that feel, fam?
So I ain't got no what they call this PR training or whatever. I'ma just talk.
Talk your
So
shit, man. We here.
so during the time, because it's been less than a year, but during the time I had that was something that was like one of the heaviest moments in life. It's two moments, three moments maybe I could think of that was like crazy for me, but this is that standout moment. And
Yeah.
as all of this is happening, you know, he pulls up to the parents' house. He shows love. Beautiful. Thank you. Um, and I don't expect people to do stuff for me. I've never
Mm-hmm.
asked nobody to do anything. If I do ask you, I really need it. But I don't ask
Right.
anybody to do anything for me. Um, so when he showed up to the house, is this is my brother. This is nothing else. This is my brother.
Real
I will
talk.
never discount if he called me 2, 3 in the morning. Hey, I need help. I'm gonna get up whatever time and go help him because this is my brother. Him making that song in that moment, without like he didn't ask me, hey, you need me to make you a song. He sent me this like, hey
Right.
man, this for Pops.
Right.
Not knowing what I was doing because I was sitting here, I had to do this, I had to get this out. Mind you, I just started a new job, so I'm in the middle of training.
Sure
I'm trying to
was.
do this. Yeah, it was a lot happening at
It
that
was
time.
a lot.
Trying to do this. I'm back and forth to Dallas. So I'm trying to focus. My baby, my family, nothing stops.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
nothing stops. So I'm sitting here with this song, and that night I remember like my lady, she came, she saw what I was doing, she gave me that hug, appreciate you. She went upstairs, and I'm sitting here. This setup was over here at this time, and that's
Okay.
why I keep looking over there. But I'm I was sitting there and I was writing. I was getting frustrated because I don't know the format of obituary.
Right.
I'm just winging it. This is my first time ever having to do this, so I'm just winging it. I'm getting frustrated, and I wanted to cry, but I couldn't cry.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at the words to the name of the song and it says "Take My Hand," in my mind it said, "Okay, let go. Whatever comes out, comes out. Whatever you write is what it is. Can't
Right.
nobody tell you that this ain't what it is. This is what it is. This is your pops. This is how you feel about your pops. This is what you want people to know about your father."
Right on. Yes, sir.
That beat took my hand and let me write out everything. Let me put these pictures together. Let me format everything. And I did have help from one of my father's closest friends. But at
Okay.
the end of the day, it was take my hand that took my hand and made that whole thing happen. So what do I feel? I feel like my relationship with DM was already solidified before then, years ago. That's my soul brother.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but this was one of those moments where it's like, I don't give a fuck. We can get pissed off at each other for
We
whatever.
do.
We
Hey,
we
we
get,
do.
get super pissed, especially nowadays. We get
I
super
already
pissed.
know.
But
Hey,
give it 20 minutes. Give it 30 minutes.
There you
Hey
go.
man.
There you go. And we gonna be right back where we was.
that's
No
right.
problem. Even probably even tighter now. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say tighter because I still be wanting
Ah,
but
you be wanting to
You want to
mush
get
but
him
he
one time,
just
big face him. Get
damn.
your
I can't do that.
Nah,
I can't do
man,
that.
that's my
That's my
dude, man.
mentor. That's my brother. That's my
That's
that's
crazy because
big
that's
bro.
my mentor.
That's big bro.
see that's strong right there, man. For both of y'all to feel the same way, like y'all both look up to each other
Oh
in
yeah,
ways. That's real right there, man.
he
I
does a
love
lot,
that.
man. Like for real, like I ain't putting him next to nobody that's super famous or whatever. But I think this man produces and rhymes, and he produces great tracks. Like shit that I'll be like, that's mine, right? And he be like, nah, man, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, he bang out some tracks too. The thing is, but I gotta say this, man, we not 10 beats for $100 type people. You feel me?
Uh
We
huh.
don't want to give you a beat. I'm not a beat maker. I'm a producer.
Yeah,
So, but
exactly.
I was a beat maker, but now I'm a producer. So when you want something from us, you get a package from us, man. We're gonna strip it down to its essence. We're gonna get everything,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you flatten it out. We're gonna put it together. Then we're gonna mix it. You know what I'm saying? Get it mixed up right officially. You know what I'm saying? Studio ready mixed, and then present you with a project. And by the way, we might want to do a visual to put a snippet out when you go ahead and put it on your EPK.
There
And
you
got
go.
King, and he just steps in, gets your concept, excuse me, gets your concept, writes it out.
Yeah.
And
So let me ask you this: are you more into creating a whole body of work, or do you mind doing like a single for somebody? Let's say somebody hits you up like, yo, I need a hot track, I need a single. Could you do that, or would you prefer doing a whole body of work and let the whole thing tell a story?
that would take me sitting with the cat. But yeah, I would love to do a whole body of work like Dre about to do, like Dre and I'm about to do. Yeah, definitely. So from the beginning, we come up with the concept. We come up with the plan for the actual album. It's gonna tell that story. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, I can give you a hot song. I give you a hot track right quick. Boom, there you go. You know what I'm saying? But then if we sit down, I'm not just gonna give you one track, because this track is gonna be interwoven with this track.
Exactly.
And then by the way, if you're talking about doing an 8, 9 album joint, we're gonna have to do about 30 songs. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not one of them ones that you record exactly what you want to put out. So you have to record quite a few of them and then pick the joints out.
Yeah, well, I do. What I do is I do a song and a half.
Okay.
I ain't giving nothing up. I do a song and a half. So it'll be all the sounds on high. He hates this. He hates this shit. I will play beat, melody, chord, everything all at once. And I'll send it to him unmixed and, no gain staging. So it'll all be high as hell, be some old opera singer in his ear. And I'm like, dude, I gotta hear that, because I gotta catch the tone that I want to,
Yeah.
you know.
You gotta hear what he's talking about in order to.
Bro, you sound like DOC right now. Play your throat.
I feel like DOC. I don't know what just happened. Hold on.
No one can do it better.
No, I'll be right back.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting though, man, and so I like relationships like this though, fam. Like it's not just, oh yeah, man, I work good with this producer right here. We got a good chemistry or whatever. I think the foundation of y'all having a friendship and the love and respect y'all have for each other, I think that pours over into the music too, man. That's why the shit come out sounding so good, man. I heard a good handful of songs from y'all, man. Some stuff that y'all done together, and like for real, I gotta big y'all up, man. Especially you for your writing ability, fam. Like your wordplay is something serious, man. For real. Yeah, your word, you ain't just on there putting rhymes together. Like you spit some shit that sound like you could collab with, like you said, the best of them, man. I can hear you on a track with a Nas. I can hear you on a track with a Ghostface or a Method. Like I like your writing style, fam. For real.
Give me the opportunity, I'll show my ass like Tommy Boy. But
talk about it, man. For real.
No, and like you said, the thing I appreciate is the fact that we do have that brotherhood where we could argue, we could bicker. And if I'm being honest, I could do a whole project with D. But me and him doing a whole project is going to take a few years because,
Perfectionist.
like he says, I am a perfectionist. So I am going to pick the exact songs that's going to go on the album.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do any throwaways. Because to me, that's a waste of time. I'm not going to do no throwaways, or I'm not going to do something that I don't feel is not going to make the album.
Right.
I have album in mind. I have every song needs to be tailored to album. So if I hear something, if I hear a beat or what have you, and I'm like, okay, I need that. That's because I'm thinking about the album. I know how I'm gonna place this on the album. So I'm like, okay, I need that. If you play me something and you like, man, check this out, and this is for anybody. You play me something, you like, man, check this out, and I'm in album mode. I'm like,
I need that.
I ain't feeling it. I might like it, but I don't see it for the album. I'm gonna just be like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Sorry, I'm not feeling it, and that's just.
What was that?
That was one of my beats, but that's my alarm.
Oh, okay.
Us old niggas got to take medicine at a certain time.
Exactly.
Hey, man, I can dig it, man. I can dig it. Well, on that note, I mean, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. We can skip to this last album that I wanted to talk about, man, drop some facts and, let people know what it is. Another 1999 joint. This artist came from one of the dopest groups, man, I ever heard from the West Coast, man. And they have their own DJ and producer in their crew as well, man. And I want to shout out to the Alcoholics, man. And this one for my boy, man, Taj. This the debut album from Taj, man. Rap Life. One of them bangers, man. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't even know how much of a banger this was, man. I heard a few joints off of this, but when I played this bad motherfucker today, I was like, bro, like, where was I at?
Yeah,
I always have.
No, I'm sorry. You had sent it. And I was on Wayne, and I didn't get to that. And so I'm like, you gotta tell me about it.
Man, it's always one of them albums, bro, where you be like, damn, like I really missed that. It took me 25 years to finally play this joint from beginning to end. But man, listen, this is a banger right here. It already got like 3 plays from me today. You know what I'm saying? So I advise anybody out there, run this shit, man. And like, I don't know if y'all like me, I pick certain days where I play certain artists. You know what I'm saying? This is something that we do in the commission. Midwest Monday, Tri-State Tuesday, West Coast or Wu-Tang Wednesday, and Down South Sunday. Well, I make it Down South Saturday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my ATL type shit, then I got my H-Town shit. That's right. So Down South got to be split in 2 days, man. But yeah, man, this is one of them joints, man. I want to drop some facts. I want to get y'all opinions if y'all had heard it, but if not, it's cool. Y'all play it this week, man. Play it this week. But this is the debut album from Alcoholics member Tash, released on Loud Records. Man, Loud had a serious roster.
They really did.
They had a serious roster over there, man. The official release date is November 2nd, 1999. Some of the production on this joint, man, listen. DJ Battlecat, E Swift. E Swift is from the Alcoholics. I had the pleasure of interviewing him too, man. Fred Wreck. Fred Wreck is a monster. Rockwilder, Sir Jinx.
Rockwilder. Whatever happened to Rockwilder?
Rockwilder, man, he got to be still working.
He behind the scenes right now. He
got to be still working.
Right, it was crazy at one time. He got to run.
Yeah. You got especially that Meth and Red joint when that dropped. Right. Especially
he was in demand. He was in demand at that point, but you got to remember, the sound changed. It went from New York to down south. Then it went from down south to West Coast. So as that sound changed, people not as in demand on the commercial stuff, but they still in demand. So he was still in demand, still doing stuff, still working with people, but just not on that la 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 type level. You feel me?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, features, man. Let's talk about the features real quick, man.
So I was checking it out. I see he had Corrupt? He had
got Corrupt on there. Raekwon. That was one of the singles, Rap Life, with Raekwon. That was produced by Young Lord. Man, Carl Thomas was on the joint.
What?
Yeah, he had Carl. Bro,
he had a bunch of. I was looking it up. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but I was looking.
Outkast, Be Real from Cypress Hill, LV. Y'all remember LV? That was the one that was singing Gangsta's Paradise Hook.
Live.
Yeah, LV was from South Central Cartel. They got LV on here. They got Exhibit, Feel the Agony. Like, man, this is a banger right here, man. I'm telling you, anybody out there, if you don't know what you want to listen to on West Coast Wednesday, when you wake up on Wednesday, put this album on right here, man. Let it bang a couple of times.
Play it because I put it down, like I said.
Man, I'm telling you, hey, I knew about Rap Life. It's always a good handful of albums, man, where I've just like heard the single on Rap City, back in the days. Mm-hmm. And then later on in life, I end up going to listen to the whole thing. But this is one of them joints I knew about like I said, Rap Life, and Only When I'm Drunker, because that's a part 2 of Only When I'm Drunk that came from the debut Alcoholics album. You know what I'm saying? 21 and Over. But man, listen, put this motherfucker on Wednesday morning on West Coast Wednesday. Rock out to this. Remember that I put you on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do over here. That's what we do. I like to make sure that people be like, bro, you man, you took me back, man. You reminded me about that. Ooh, man, I forgot all about that, man. You took me back. Like that brings me pride right there, man, because I don't ever want this music to be forgotten about. And if I did my job and I reminded somebody about this album that they just forgot about, I know I did something, man, for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Go back and run that shit.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. But that's what you do, dog. You know, you just spit a whole book report out. You know what I'm saying? And plus made us want to you know, I should have listened to that shit, but I didn't. But
no worries. The music don't never get old. This shit,
it's there. No,
it's
like
here,
I said,
man.
it's on my phone now. But the thing is, man, you have this way, dog. You like the Cronkite. You know what I mean? I know he wasn't that smart. Alex Trebek. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, my man Alex Trebek.
Baby.
My boy say, yeah, bro. Chart wise, number 148 on the Billboard 200. You know, it's down there on the bottom a little bit, but on the top R&B and hip hop album chart, number 28, and then on the Heat Seekers album chart, it peaked at number 1, man. So
nice. Right on.
Now, like I say, the top 200, that's all genres. That's all genres right there. But to at least be in the top 200, man, I give Tash his flowers. I met Tash too. Met him in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Out over there on Fremont Street or whatever they call it.
Fremont.
Yeah, Fremont Street. Yeah, I met Tash over there at a little club. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's still doing his thing. They still doing shows. I interviewed him once. I interviewed E Swift. The only person from the Licks I haven't interviewed was J-Ro. And that's crazy because we got the same last name. You know, we was talking about last names earlier. Yeah, me and J-Ro, we Robinsons, man. So J-Ro, if you're out there and you hear this, man, look, come talk to your kinfolk, man. Your cousin right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this shit. Let's have us an interview, and that way I got all 3 members of the Alcoholics. You know? Hey, and shout out to King T, man. You know, King T brought this crew together, you know.
Yeah, King T, Drunk Again.
Yes. Hey, that was that funky piano. You remember that shit, don't you?
Yeah.
Do, re, mi. But I don't sing, motherfucker. I'm dropping shit with the king, motherfucker.
That take me back right there.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro, 99. Barre, you had I think you had Dip for a little while. We was talking about how 99, I don't know which one of y'all had Dip, but we was talking about how everybody thought the world was finna end and shit, you know. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, Y2K, yeah, that's what it was.
Everybody's like, it's over.
Man, the world finna, but goddamn Juvenile was saying shit, Cash Money taking over for the 2000. He wasn't giving a fuck about no Y2K.
You're working with some ass shit.
Yeah, them niggas knew what they was coming to do. Fuck Y2K, man. We coming here to bring y'all this dope ass music. So that's what I'm saying, man. You know, this week, you know, these are the anniversaries of the week, man. You know, for this week, what did I say? This is October 28th through November the 3rd. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is the week that we celebrating. And even though it's more albums out there that's celebrating anniversaries, these are just a couple of, man, that we just want to highlight here on Back to the Lab. You know, that's what we do.
That's my shit, though. I challenge everybody to go back and listen to that Wayne. Just go back and listen to it one time.
Absolutely.
And then bring it up a few to where he at now, and you could see the elevation was crazy, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he look at him. He had less tattoos. He ain't have as much hair as he got. You know what I'm saying? He looked a lot slimmer. Even though he's still a little dude, he looked like he got a little bit more weight on him nowadays. But yeah, little dude, man, little cat back in the day, bro. That's crazy, man. And even Tash, you can even look at Tash and tell, you know, This was his younger days, man. My man almost looked the same, but you can just tell that he done got up there a little bit. He a veteran, you know what I'm saying?
I like that album cover though.
The album cover cold,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
bro. Yeah,
it
bro.
reminds me of
The
I
Matrix.
guess the West Coast version of what's the Tribe Called Quest joint with all of the faces.
Oh, Midnight Marauders.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one with award tour and electric relaxation. You know what I'm saying? Them my joints right there, man. I love that shit.
Find a Way on that joint?
Huh?
Was Find a Way on that one?
I don't know. That
I
ain't
go.
one of
Let me
the
look it
ones
up.
I like. You got to check that out and see.
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
But that's what it is, man. Look, bro, it was a pleasure, man, having y'all on while we talk this hip hop, man, and get to know a little bit more about y'all. Like y'all really blessed the platform today, man. I appreciate y'all, bro.
We appreciate you, dog, for real.
For real.
You know
Thank
what I'm saying? Man, it's a pleasure, man. Just let everybody know where they can find y'all at, man, before we get up out of here. Any social medias or whatever, man. Apple Music.
My stuff is simple. You can find me not in the Back to the Lab T-shirt.
Hey.
There it is.
We're gonna have to send my man a joint, man.
Nah, I was that's my fault. I was just in the H Friday.
Yeah.
Oh man, you should have got with me, man.
But
you should have got with me, man.
What?
How do you do that?
Man, life. You be moving real fast, and life happens. But yeah, King.Bar.Ray on all social platforms. It don't matter what it is. Like you said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Pornhub, anything.
This boy is back on that porn, mama.
No Diddy.
No.
Hey, that's the second porn reference, colloquialism or whatever he used today. What's going on, man? What's going on, kid?
Long live the porn.
We're gonna have to go to church, King. No, man.
Pray for my man.
You can find me at DM.The.Most on Instagram, on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Hold on, it's right there. YouTube, IG, Twitch, Facebook, and also you can also find us at 3F. What's the logo? What's the
3FX Multimedia
and FDCD.
No,
PKCD.
FKCD.
PKCD.
Oh,
PKCD.
PKCD.
But if you really want to see us sooner, check us out every Friday at 8:30 Central Standard Time for the ADHD Podcast. We stand on. We ain't talking about nothing, but we're gonna talk about everything. We stand on that. So
Elevated Music is streaming everywhere, right?
Yes, Elevated Music. Please go check it out. Give it a. I'm telling you, you're gonna love them. You're gonna love all the tracks on there. That's a no skip right there. So go check it out. Elevated Music on all DSPs. Anything you listen to can download. Go check it out, man. And I appreciate
time coming soon.
King, you got any music you want to plug one more time, real quick?
So, yeah, In Due Time is coming real soon. First single from that should be dropping within the next couple of weeks. We just wanted to go ahead and throw that up there. Let's get a shout out.
I need my shirt, man.
we got you. We're gonna do
I need my shirt.
We're
gonna do a hostage exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I need a 3X too. Big nigga.
It's the only one. It's the only 3X right here.
That's the only one. Yeah, I need that joint. That joint. Y'all got.
We're gonna try to do some other merch. I don't know, chains or whatever, or like hats or something like that. I don't know.
Right on, man.
We got you, but no, I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, the In Due Time is coming soon. In Due Time, I wanted to come out before February 22nd, or at least by February 22nd. And yeah, that's it from me. Single, The Letter you've heard the letter already.
Yes, sir.
That's coming, and followed by the second single, Broken Reflections. We just, as the team, we gotta come together and get them dates situated
Right.
and make that happen.
Got deadlines.
Oh, and I also want to add something else to your resume, King Barre. My man is a dope interviewer too. You know what I'm saying? I remember you interviewed us when me and my boy Rich when we dropped the New York to Texas connection. So that's another thing that we can put on my man resume, y'all. You know, he's a dope interviewer. So yeah, you know, the man wear many hats, many hats, man. That's what we do here.
I'm on this oil, you about to make you cry on your podcast, and I ain't finna do that.
Oh man, come
on that Shinola, you know. Let me.
Hey, but at least we know we'll be getting King Barre's sensitive side, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We love that, man. We love that right there. You gotta stand on business, huh, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Having us, man.
Man, hey, look, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I'm gonna take y'all off the stage, but don't go nowhere, man. I'm just gonna do my little outros right quick. Don't go nowhere, family.
Yes, thank you, brother. Again.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's my pleasure. My pleasure, man. Yeah, man. Look, that's how we do over here, man. Back to the lab. Look, it ain't often I bring guests in, you know, but when I do, I try to make sure it's well worth it. I'm hoping y'all enjoyed, you know, my man King Barre, my man DM.The.Most. Check out their music, check out their podcast, and you know, just follow them, even just on some friendship type shit, man. These are some dope brothers, man. Me and King, we got a lot in common. We're gonna do some music together, you know, hopefully in the near future. You know what I'm saying? But y'all saw me showing it off, man, a couple of minutes ago. I want to make sure I always throw the invitation out there to get your merch, man. Get your merch. We got the hoodies. You know what I'm saying? We only got like a couple left. We got t-shirts. We only got a couple left. This color won't be coming out until maybe next spring. I think we might run the hoodies one more time, you know, before the winter is up. But like I said, get with me, man. Get with me. And in the meantime, if you buy the hoodie, then the trucker hat comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's some real shit. That's stitched. That ain't no iron on. Hey, but I love it. I love y'all anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. And once again, man, let me shout out my sponsors one more time. You know, these my G's right here, and they make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to shout out the Lonesome Frog Records over on 1900 Blaylock Drive out here in H-Town, Unit E. And Stephen St. Martin, attorney at law. That's my main man. His number is 832-423-6056 if you ever get caught in the mix. That's what we doing, man. Hey, look, big shout out to the lovely Share the Experience. Y'all know that she's usually here with me, but she's on the road getting this bread right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Share. You know, you here when you ain't here. You know what I'm saying? And I love you. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is, man. So until next Monday, no, matter of fact, I have an exclusive show coming Friday. We're going to be speaking to H-Town rapper, goes by the name of A-Real. I want y'all to meet A-Real, man. We doing that Friday. Exclusive day and time, man, at 7:13 p.m. This Friday at 7:13 p.m. I want y'all to tap back in, and I want y'all to meet my homeboy, A-Real. You know what I'm saying? He's a H-Town rapper. He's on the rise. I want y'all to meet him. You know what I'm saying? And I think I hit all the points, Share. Did I or did I not? I don't know. But hey, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'm your kinfolk DMR. Y'all know this is Back to the Lab, where we celebrate classic hip hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in a cashmere sweater. I'll see y'all Friday, and check in every day for them daily posts, all right? But I'll see y'all again live Friday right here. Peace and blessings, fam.